here's my page map. So I've actually written on here, page 2 and 3 mirror each other. So you've got vertical pocket, that's your hinge there, vertical pocket. Okay, put that one out of the way. So page 2 here, now you can see I've got page 2 with an arrow, so I know that my page is the right way up. And then I've got page 3 here, and I'm just going to show you how it's going to lay out. So you have your larger pockets like that. You have your other pockets on top like that. Now, that's my photo slot die that I've used. I have already cut it out, so I'm just going to take this off. At the moment you can't actually see where the photo slots are, so I've got some little tiny bits of black card that I'm just going to slot in here for now so you can see, and it helps when you're sticking them down. This one. And I actually cut both pieces of paper together. Our dies are workhorses, so you can actually cut a piece of black card and a piece of graphic 45 on each side, and they'll cut it through. Because that's one of the things that used to drive me mad, having to keep running things through the die cutting machine, and then you weren't always guaranteed to get them in the same place. Am I keeping you awake, Kay? Right, okay, so I'm just going to paper match, right, so that's that one.
Jenny just said you've got a relaxing voice. I'll start snoring in the corner.
Do you know what? Yeah, so relaxing that one of the directors at Hochanda fell asleep during one of my demos. So that means my demo was very boring, I think. So I said, oh, okay. So that will be stuck directly onto the page, and then these ones here I've got stuck on there and there. And I think in your cutting guide, when you've cut these parrots out, you will have cut them out slightly differently on the page. Again, it's showing you how to make the most of a pattern, because you didn't want the parrots on the actual page itself. The parrots are on the same line. So, but we've got more interest because the parrot's higher on that page than there. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Right, okay, so we're going to start with this page first. So I've already inked the edges. So this one is going to stick directly onto the page.
Oh, that's nice paper on the back.
It is, isn't it? That's coming up on, is it page 5? I think it's coming up. Oh no, that's the back of page 5, I think. It's nice, isn't it? This is the one, this is the borders from the actual Africa map.
All right.
Okay, so this is going to be a pocket. So you're going to glue onto 3 sides. So usual thing.
Towards me if you can.
Sorry.
Too much
It's alright, I'm just making sure I'm on the...
That's just to prove that I was awake.
I'm very impressed, Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so this is your hinge edge here. So that's going to stick onto your spine flap. So make sure you're not overlapping the edge of this. So the next one is going to be parrot, which is going there. Again, I'm not covering here because I don't need to. I'm just going to be protected, covered with that one there. So again, it's all about saving you paper, getting the most out of it. And it also makes your pages less bulky as well. I'm just looking at that. Okay, right, parrots on. And then the pocket is going to go on top there. So again, it's going to be glue on 3 sides. pocket edge. Yeah, that's fine. Because it's really important when you come to fit that on your hinges that you haven't got any overlap there. Okay, and then this one here, right, I'm just going to look at the back because I know it's easier to paper match. Yeah, okay. So that one here is going to stick like that, and that's where your little photo can go in, or your little ephemera cards. It takes a 3 by 4 inches piece of card basically. So I've got those in there because I don't want any glue on these pieces here. So I'm going to stick this down now.
So if you've got beginners doing paper matching or what have you,
Yeah.
so like you've used on here, the same sheet of paper but just reversed.
Yeah, I've just flipped it, so you've just got one complete.
Yeah,
so
that's a good
it's
idea.
making the most out of your. Can't do it with all your patterns, but a lot of them you can do. Yeah, that is the right way. So even if I know lots of people, I do page maps and things, but sometimes I do an album without having any page maps planned at all. But what I do always have planned is the papers that I'm doing for each page.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Just about.
Okay, so that's that one. So we'll put that to one side, and then I'm just going to continue exactly the same format for page 3. Okay, that's page 2 and 3 finished. Just make sure that you stick your parrot paper on before you stick this pocket on. Okay.